Yes.
और unmute करना
Good morning to one and all present here. Raven, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good
Nice
morning.
to be here.
Thank you. Kind attention to all the students. So in your chat box, the attendance link will be posted at any time for a morning session. All the students are requested to fill the Google forms for their attendance, both the morning and the afternoon sessions. We will post on a separate attendance. The students are requested to fill the Google form for the attendance. And the students are requested to mute their mic and turn off your camera in order to get a quality picture and other audio facilities. Raven?
Hello, sir. Yeah.
Yes. We'll wait for our head of the department.
Sure.
Sir.
Sure,
You
sir.
will
No
join,
problem.
we will immediately start training.
Definitely. No.
Okay.
சதீஷ்
சார்
நம்ம இதுல ஏதோ இங்க வைஃபைல ப்ராப்ளம், நான் மொபைல்ல கனெக்ட் பண்ணிக்கிட்டேன்.
ஓகேங்க சார்.
ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிடுவோமா?
ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிடலாம் சார்.
ஆல்மோஸ்ட் எல்லாரும் வந்துட்டாங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் வந்துட்டாங்க சார்.
அவரு ஸ்டேவன் ஜாயின் பண்ணிட்டாரா?
ஜாயின் பண்ணிட்டாரு சார். லைன்ல தான் சார்.
சரி, மிஸ்டர் ரேவன்ஸ் ஜாயின் பண்ணிட்டாரா?
சார் ஜாயின் பண்ணிட்டாருங்க சார்.
ஓகே. Okay, so let us start, right? Good morning to one and all present here. I am very happy in extending my warm welcome to everyone in this link. Welcome to Mr. Revanth. I am happy to introduce Mr. Revanth Kumar. He has completed his BTech, and then he joined in Mindtree and then Bega Systems, and right now he started his own concern, and he is an excellent trainer. And I attended one program under when he offered the training program on the topic of blockchain. And I hope this program is also very much useful for the students. And why we have chosen this topic is last year also we conducted for the final year students with different topics, and we have segregated the students depends upon their interest, like IoT group, then big data analytics, and then IoT, big data, mobile app development, then .NET. I think one more group is there. And this year also we have planned like that, but this is since this is a pandemic situation, and every student can participate it, and so that's why we have asked to join all the students in our department. And this definitely this digital marketing will be a more useful training program for our students. And this is to Mr. Revanth in Periyar University. Right now our Vice Chancellor is in another meeting. So suddenly he is having a Vice Chancellor's conference. So after the meeting is over, he will join with us for felicitation for some time. And so that's what I was said by Vice Chancellor. So we can start the program. So this Department of Computer Science established in the year 2002, and there are 6 regular faculties. We have 8 guest faculties. So we have been offering MCA program, MSc Computer Science. So this year we ventured MSc Data Science in association with Boston India Limited. And also we have been offering a 3-year BVOC, augmented reality and virtual reality. And whatever the course content we have, all the contents are in tune with Industry 4.0, and also we can say in line with a new education policy also. And that's why actually I proud to say the Periyar University backed the 4th ranking in Atal. So recently the Atal rank has been announced. In fact, first rank in Tamil Nadu, but they didn't mention the first rank in Tamil Nadu, but they will give all over India. So our university has backed the 4th rank. But the first 2 universities, I think first university is Agri University, second one is Punjab University, which is the Arts and Science University, and then third again Agri University, fourth one is Periyar University. So that rank has been given for the technology transfer in Periyar University under the innovations made. So normally the NIRF rank meant for the research and developments, and this rank meant for the technology transfer and innovative ideas what we have done. So I hope 100% this training program is coming under that innovative, right? Innovative. So I request all the students make use of this facility. So subsequently, we are going to arrange the training with Mr. Revant for blockchain also. And if you browse in Google, you can see that if you just give the top 10 technologies, you can see that the artificial intelligence and machine learning plays the number one, and data science is number two. And you can see in, I think, seventh place the blockchain technology, and also AR, VR, also augmented reality and virtual reality. So again and again, I am advising the student to go through the job role. Depends upon the job role, you have to equip yourself. So this digital marketing is also you have a lot of opportunity. Mainly, I have requested Mr. Revant to concentrate on this search engine and then social media marketing. Whatever the content related to computer science students, not for management students. But many people are thinking that this marketing meant for only commerce students and management students. And I think it is not correct. Because nowadays we are living in the digital world, and you can do a lot of wonder. So once if you are really interested in marketing side, that too digital marketing, you can very much take this, I mean, take his idea, and later you can refer some of the material and online video lectures, and it will be more useful. And I hope he will give the he used to give the hands-on training. So all the students should have the laptop. Suppose if you don't have laptop, you don't bother. So this meeting is being recorded, and this is a kind information to Mr. Revant, because whatever the meeting we conducted, and it will be recorded. And this video will be supplied for the benefit of the students, and you can take training later. So if you have the mobile, you just please listen. And if you're not able to do the practical, then don't worry, and you can do it later. And I have already told him most of the students are coming from rural areas, and it will go slowly, and everyone can follow it. And once again, I request all the students to make use of this facility. Actually, this program is being organized with the coordinatorship of Dr. Satish, and other faculties will conduct the remaining programs on blockchain. Dr. Adipriya will organize on blockchain, and Dr. Hannah and Brani will organize on big data analytics and artificial intelligence. Dr. Arogya Raj will, Lawrence Arogya Raj will arrange on image processing, right, by using Python. So we planned in such a way for to train the student. So it depends upon your interest. So you cannot concentrate in all the tools or all the technologies, but depends upon your interest. This is an idea, and after this, so this program is being planned for 3 days, but you have to practice it. Actually, I attended Internet of Things, and this artificial intelligence, especially meant for COVID data analysis at the time of lockdown. But for this blockchain, I was not able to fully concentrate, because that program conducted during 10 to 4. I thought that it will be 6 to 9, but they organized on 10 to 4, so I was not able to fully concentrate. And once again, I thank Mr. Ravant for accepting our invitation, and I hope he will justify, and he will train our students in digital marketing. And really, this is an avenue where you can flourish like anything, right? And but once our vice chancellor is free, just for 5 minutes we can break the training, and after felicitation you can continue the training, and he will join through online, right? So with this, I request Mr. Ravant to take over the session, and over to Mr. Ravant.
Sure, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much for your amazing introduction. I'm glad that I got a chance to interact with your students in your college. I also appreciate your college's interest to help students to learn about the emerging technologies like AI, blockchain, IoT, and digital. So, digital marketing, we may not call directly, we may not call it as a emerging technology, but it uses emerging technologies a lot. You know, one of the biggest application of artificial intelligence is digital marketing. One of the biggest applications, because at the end of the day, you take any business. It can be any kind of business, even it is a ice cream shop in your street to Amazon. Every business needs to talk about their products, what they are doing exactly. So when it comes to the commercial application, right? Commercial application in the sense, let's say I'm making some sanitizers. Let's say I'm manufacturing sanitizers, and I want to sell them. I'm selling a 50 ml sanitizer or a 100 ml sanitizer at 50 rupees, and I'm making my sanitizers in Chennai. Let's say. So the next question immediately that I would get is, okay, manufacturing sanitizer is nowhere related to artificial intelligence or blockchain or IoT. It's not nowhere related to it. I have a machine, I have some isopropyl alcohol, I managed to get it, and I started manufacturing it. That's fine. But to identify where should I send my load so that I can get more number of sales, so that more number of people can buy my sanitizers. These kind of questions are very common, isn't it? Every business has this question. Where should I go? To whom should I sell? If I am selling here, how much profit would I get? For each and every business in a capitalist society like us, not even just a capitalist society, like in any country, take any kind of business, you need these insights. So for this, you need to understand the market. We call it as a market where you go and sell, where the exchange of goods happen. And I'm sure you guys are aware of, the way how the businesses have been evolved. We started with barter system. If you see in our medieval period, we used to exchange goods for something in return. Guys, let me turn off my video so that my audio will be coming without any distortion. Yeah. So let me change my mind just a little bit. It will be more. It will give more clarity. Just let me know if you're not hearing. So, yeah. Hope my voice is a little better now.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, Ravant. Yes, Ravant.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So every business have this question: where to sell, what to sell, how to sell. If these questions are not answered well, there is no point of doing a business, right? Everyone can just sit at home and do nothing. If you do nothing, you can't survive. So for the entire survival process to happen, businesses should flourish, because we are not in an age where we are not in a primitive age where supply and demand are equal. It's not like that. Now the population has been skyrocketing. It's like shooting upwards, which increases the gap between demand and supply, right? People were so happy in the medieval periods or even during the stone age, but this is people currently this age is data age. In data age, if you don't use the data properly, you're gone. Just like the way we used to leverage stones to hunt animals before, now data is the tool for every business. You may not experience it in daily life, but your data is getting utilized on a very huge basis. You will be surprised that what if I say that your the mobile applications that you are using on your phone know a lot about you than you or your parents. They can give you one 800 page of document, that is the size of your data, which is getting stored on the databases of the companies that companies like Google, Facebook, and a lot of other, each and every application that you use, they collect this much information just about you. So why do they collect this information? The answer is very simple. To answer the question that we asked before, where to sell, what to sell, how to sell. These are the three basic questions every business have. If a company is solving those questions, then that will become a $1 billion company. And that is what Google is doing currently. That is what Facebook is doing currently. They know what to sell, they know how to sell. At least they are helping the businesses. Let's say I manufacture these sanitizers and I go to Facebook and ask, where should I sell it? Tell me, where should I sell it? Take a commission. Take take some money because you're helping me, and let me understand where should I sell. Just go back and imagine till yesterday or till today in the morning, how many products in from the last 5 years, from the time when smartphones are being evolved. So during this time, just go back and count how many number of times you bought something or you bought a product just because you saw that online, or just because, I'm not talking about the mouth talk, I'm just talking about you saw something online and you bought it. That is a base of every business, right? Even if you want a software company to develop, or even if you want your IT industry in Ramanujan Tech Park in Chennai to flourish, the basic thing that you need to do is you need to help the businesses like who sell shampoos, who sell milk, who sell the daily essentials. Our complete business or our complete revenue system is based on that. If you're not aware of it, it is forget about smartphones, laptops, and all that. That is a very little money. Most of the money will come from the FMCG products. FMCG, if you don't know about it, just try to know about it. FMCG products, Hindustan Unilever, we have Cavan Care, and Patanjali, home brand. Likewise, these are the businesses who are pretty much focused on selling a lot of goods, lot of goods that you use it on a daily basis. And just imagine the repetition with which you buy. You don't buy a laptop with a repetition of 1 year or 1 month. But when it comes to a shampoo or something, it is a repeated thing that you're going to do. So it is a very big challenge for the businesses to identify who is the right customer for me. That is the biggest question. Once you find the customer, okay, so I need to find who will buy my sanitizers, right? And I need to first find out, where should I go? Should I sell in Chennai because my logistics cost, because I am manufacturing in Chennai, and if I move the goods from Chennai to Chennai, I mean other areas in Chennai, I can save on the logistics. So should I go with that option, or should I send that to any other state like Andhra or Maharashtra or any other state, so that the sanitizer that I am making could actually get a lot of sales? This is a big question. And for this, forget about marketing. Marketing is a secondary thing. Marketing, I always say my students that you shouldn't think about marketing first. You should think about the customer. Who is your customer? If you understand who is your customer, then that's it. You're done. You solved a big question. To understand who your customer is, you need to have data. Without data, you can't do anything. Okay. So now the question is either now, how do I get access to this data? How do I get this data? First of all, data is very simple. Okay, let's talk at a very good example. Okay, so I want to collect. I'm trying to put an ice cream shop just in front of your college. Okay, and I want to. The first thing that I need to invest on is the menu. What should be the menu that I need to make? Vanilla, strawberry, and butterscotch. These are classics, so I will definitely keep them. And then you observe that no one is buying any of these. No one is preferring. They're just coming to your shop. They're asking for chocolate. Chocolate is not available with you because you went with a lower investment. You just thought people will definitely buy vanilla, strawberry, and butterscotch. And you suddenly figured that everyone is coming and asking for a uh, some chocolate brownie or some chocolate flavor. Then what is the immediate thing that you do? Will you just close your shop and go away because no one is buying vanilla, strawberry, and butterscotch? No. Instead of making those flavors, you start making a chocolate. This is called pivot. Pivot. Pivot means changing your business model. So you don't sell your those three flavors anymore. You just either sell vanilla plus chocolate. That's it. Everyone is buying that only. Out of 100 people, 90 people are buying chocolate. Then how did you understand that people are preferring chocolate? Because you practically experimented it. You put a so the investment that you kept to understand most of the college people in your college actually prefer chocolate. You kept a lot of investment. You took the shop for rent. You already manufactured the previous flavors that we were talking about. You did that for 1 month or 2 months. Then you understood that okay, this is the insight. So this is called an insight or summary or conclusion or whatever. That was the conclusion for your hard work for the 12 months. Sorry, for the 2 months, just to collect that information. But what if you know this secret before even taking the rent? Taking the space for rent, you would have saved the money. Is it? So obviously in these, so I told a very simple example, right? So if you have proper information with you, then it's going to save a lot of money. Simple logic. So let me share my screen. Just give me a moment. Hope you guys are able to see my screen. All right. Yeah. So this is how your business model should work. So understanding customer is the final goal. To understand a customer, who is your customer and who is he, what does he need, and how to reach him. You also need to know that, right? If you don't know how to reach your customer, then you're in a big problem, isn't it? So this customer information will come from data. We call it data, right? Even technologically, you call it data or information. And how do you get this data? You need to have a source for this. Either there are two ways to get it. two different ways or two different sources for this. Either you collect on your own, or you buy the data. So if you're collecting, it's very obvious. You need to put some money, and you collect the information. We'll see how you can collect the information, and then if you come to this part, the buying part, so someone should sell it to you. Like, let's say XYZ company will sell the data to you, and this XYZ company should actually get data of the users. So they need to collect the user data, and there should be a source for it, right? They should have a source for it. So I'm talking about something called the Google Apps. That is a source. And who is the person who is giving information to all these Google Apps? A user. Who is user? You, me, and all of us. We are giving the information. So let us say if this user wants to, or how do you collect the information first of all? Let us say these Google Apps are premium, means you need to pay money to use Gmail, Google Maps, or Google Photos, or Facebook, or whatever. If it is premium, will this user use it? Definitely not. Will you even install if Facebook is charging you 50 rupees per month? Definitely not. So premium model is not working. It really don't work. So then what you do is, because you need to give it premium model, because to develop Facebook, which should be used by billion people, there should be at least thousands of people who need to build it. They need salaries. They also have families to live. They need to pay. But this is not the way how Google actually chose the revenue stream. Where should they get money from? So they launched a new model which is called freemium business model. What is this freemium business model? Means you give the application totally for free, no restrictions. People can do whatever they want, upload whatever the information you want, unlimited information. And then this data, so we are talking about the revenue model. So revenue model from this stream is not working. So who gives the money? This guy gives the money. And that is how your companies are becoming billion-dollar firms. So now the thing is, a user is giving information to let him target. So a user gives information, and in return, you target. What is meant by targeting? Targeting means, let us say you're 25 years old. What if I'm showing you an ad of a diabetes machine, with which you can check your blood sugar levels? Keeping aside the fact that even younger audience are also getting diabetes these days, but it is not that relevant to you. There is no point. Sometimes if you see that ad, you may feel angry for that. So why the hell am I even seeing this ad? Doesn't make any sense. So now the thing is, it is not just about buying the data. So the exchange that happened here, if you see, bigger companies who have data, let's say, is giving, or it is selling data to small businesses. Of course, it could be larger businesses also, not small, not just smaller businesses. Okay, there are players like there are big businesses as well. Even Amazon buys data from Facebook. Even sometimes Google also may buy data from Facebook because the data that you collect from Facebook is different. The data that you collect from Google is different. We'll come to that. I'll explain that to you later, how the difference is actually existing. So when it sells the data, if you observe, now the question is, okay, I bought the data. Okay, data is there with me as a business. Now, what should I do with this data? What should I do with this data? That is a question. Again, even this question is getting solved by Facebook itself. Or I'm just taking Facebook and Google are examples because you guys are more relevant to these. And also the tools that we are going to work on will be mostly the tools which are developed by Google and Facebook. So what they do is whenever the businesses have this question, what should I do with this data? Facebook and Google launched few tools. And what do these tools do? These tools basically exploit this data or make use of the data, and then they help bigger businesses to target audience. What is targeting audience? Who are audience? Like we only, the users. Who are the users of Facebook or Google? They target us. That is how the entire chain works. So this is how your question will be solved on who your customer is. Right? So the first tool, so coming to these tools, see, I'm nowhere talking about digital marketing here, if you observe. What does these tools do with the data, with the users? See, more number of users here, more amount of data. More amount of data, more money. That's why we call data is the new gold. And we are in the data age. Okay. So now let us quickly look at which are all the tools that we have, which we can use or as a business. So you need to imagine, so for this entire workshop, you need to imagine, you need to be in a a dream state. Go into the dream state where you have a business. Okay. Just dream yourself that you have a business which sells whatever the favorite product that you want to. I want you guys to mentally prepare yourselves that okay, I want to sell you know something. Okay, it's your wish. I want to let's say if you ask me, I want to sell smartphones. Likewise, you decide something, whatever you want to sell. Just keep that in your mind, and I want you guys to use the same use case. You imagine yourself as a business, and only in that case you can learn well. Okay, don't imagine yourself as a student. You're no more a student. You're a business owner who's selling few products or services. It could be a product or it could be a service. All right. So just imagine which business, as you guys are already at your home, just imagine which business could, it could be any business. I'm not saying it should be some technology business. Imagine of a bakery or a coffee shop or an IT service company, anything, right? So you guys can ask your doubts. If at all you're getting any doubts, you can just ping on the chat. I will anyway. I'm looking at the chat also, so you can ping anytime. All right. So now Now I will show you a few things that you would be really interested to know. And those are nothing but the tools that we are talking about. The tools that you can use as a digital marketer. Now you are a business and you want to expand and sell your products. Okay. So there are two ways to do it. If you observe, just a second. So if you say this whole process, understanding the customer, reaching out to the customer, it is all about telling what you sell, right? That process itself is called marketing. That's a very big thing. Marketing is a very huge thing, right? And for each and every business, you need marketing. And to the marketing, there is something called sales, which is closely associated with it, right? So sales is the next stage for marketing. So this is a refined process of marketing. And to have good number of sales, you need to do extensive marketing. So these are related to each other, very well known. Now the thing is, forget about sales for a while. Let's talk about just the marketing, and then we'll try to understand how the sales work. Now, in this marketing, there are two different types after the advent of digitization, right? As we know, the power of smartphones that we are using currently, it's very high. You guys are connected directly to the 4G speeds currently for a very low cost. Means mostly everyone is online. They are spending more than 8 hours online. So marketing is a process which must be executed where the users are. Let's say, sir, I want to go to Sahara Desert and market. What do you market? You market about sand. You sell sand to sand. No. You go to the place where there are more number of people. So it is all about where the people are. If more number of people are at one place, then you just go and talk about your product. So you need to imagine your Facebook as a small exhibition. Okay, we see these exhibitions at our towns and villages, right? They put an exhibition. They put a ticket to that, like 10 rupees or 5 rupees. You enter it. So some exhibition don't even charge you. You can just directly come, and you can play around. You can go to a giant wheel. You guys can have fun with your friends. And if you observe there will be stalls. A few of the shops will be there, which sell something. They sell, isn't it? Let's say,
Mr. Revan?
yes, sir. Yeah.
Sorry for the interruption.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Our Vice Chancellor has joined.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Okay,
just
sir.
for a few minutes, he will offer a felicitation.
Sure, sir. No problem. Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, sir. You can continue. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Once again, I welcome everyone for this online meeting. Just now, our Vice Chancellor has completed his meeting and joined with us for delivering the presentation. Really, if you want to speak, he is an instrumental for this program, and he has asked us to conduct this kind of programs for our students for the benefit of to get a job. As said, we had a program in after, and this is due to such kind of programs. And after completing this, at least some of the students must be able to get the job in this particular area. And that is our objective. And I would like to introduce Mr. Revant. Revant is having 4 years of experience. Previously, he was in Vega system. Right now, he started his own concern, and he is conducting such kind of online training programs and hands-on training programs for the benefit of students. And he is a very good trainer. And in the next month, he is going to conduct a blockchain. We have requested to conduct a blockchain training. So in Korea, such kind of trainings are organized in almost all the departments, not only in computer science department. And sir is kind enough to allot the money for conducting this program for the benefit of students. So, as you know, we are not collecting any amount of money from students. So this is being conducted with the help of university fund. And with this, I once again welcome our Vice Chancellor for delivering the presentation. Now over to our Vice Chancellor.
Hello. Professor Tangavel, Professor Chandrasekhar, and other faculty members of Department of Computer Science. I am extremely happy to participate in the digital marketing seminar. And as all of you know, the computer science is now growing very fast. When I was a student in MSc and PhD, at the time the computer was introduced in all disciplines, and the people have been taught the computer course, and many of the people, they got the job through computers. And after that, more than 20 years or 30 years, and the world has changed completely. The changed completely means everything in automations. Everything in automation, and still it is going. Some of the advanced countries, they have made it completely. Some of the other countries, still they have been doing it. Therefore, this science, everybody expected, after 10 years, after 20 years, this computer science would not have value, and also this will not be there like that. Fortunately, the scientists and computer scientists made them as an alive. Now there is a different dimension has created for the computer science. The dimension is artificial intelligence, Internet of Things. This is a new dimension. And also the virtual labs. The virtual labs, Internet of Things, and also artificial intelligence. These are all very challenging for the science. And also this is very challenging for the human brain. And therefore, now the research is focused through this. Therefore, that science research is always very costly and lengthy. If you apply this artificial intelligence and the virtual labs, then the cost of the experiments become reduced, the time will be reduced. Therefore, it is an advantage for the scientist. And in addition to that, they can see the happenings of science through computers. That it is also one of the important things. Therefore, in that sense, the digital marketing, and that our Prime Minister wanted to have digitalization in all the places. The digital marketing, digital records, digital office procedures, everything he wants to have the digitalization. Therefore, it is an opportunity for all our Indian scientists to move on these areas and have a training in this area. And this training is very useful for the students to get an opportunity to work in a companies. And the digital marketing is one of the important area, especially farmers. Farmers are not connected well. The Indian farmers are not well connected, because the reason is the Indian farmers are in a small domain only, not big farmers. Everybody has have only the very few land holding capacity, 2 acres, 3 acres, all small farmers only. Therefore, the small farmers cannot sell their products lucrative prices. The reason is they can produce small amount of the material. Therefore, they cannot sell it in the different places. Now, there is a digital marketing, which is very much helpful. And now the concept of cooperative farming. Cooperative farming, the 3 or 4 farmers can join together, or even 10 farmers can join together, and they can make as an industry. Once if you make an industry, you will get a money from loan from bank, and you invest to the industry, and you can have the marketing to the other places also. That normally we used to sell the products 2-3 kilometers only. Now you can sell the products in other state also. Therefore, the digital marketing is very much useful for the farmers. Farmers is more than 60% of the people in India are in the farming community only. Therefore, around 60% of the Indian population is going to benefit it because of the digital marketing. Another few people, the people working in the industry, the products industry is also that is easy to sell in other countries also. Therefore, this globalization, digital globalization becomes not very far. It is very near. Therefore, the globalization market is very conducive for conducive for all the people. Therefore, the digital marketing is very important topic. Therefore, I appreciate Professor Tangavel and his team to organize this conference in Periyar University. And this is one of the current topic. And they have been working with different topic and starting courses. Therefore, the computer science department is, all the faculty members are very busy. They are really contributing to the growth of the university. Because they are the contribution only, we are increasing our students in here, and we are working on Industry 4.0, because we are having the industry-backed courses. Therefore, I very much appreciate Professor Tangavel, Professor Chandrasekhar, and other colleagues of Department of Computer Science. I appreciate very much. I wish this conference should be a very successful one. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, and thank you very much for the thought-provoking idea and felicitation. And with this, I request Mr. Revant to continue the session.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Yeah. Okay, everyone. Let us continue with the explanation. So we were talking about the types of marketing. Previously, we just, it is just all about going to the people, telling what they want, understanding or giving some pamphlets or putting some banners and doing some television ads and all. Those are the marketing channels we used to have. One is, the main channel was television, banners, and distributing some stuff, right? Or putting some competitions or lucky draws and all. Conventional marketing techniques. But now these are all offline, without the internet. But But if you observe the difference here, so just look at these things. Let us say I'm a business. Okay, I'm my brand is Mysore Sandal. Okay, I'm running an ad about my soap, and a lot of people who are in front of the TV are actually watching it. But can you modify the ad? Let's say I'm broadcasting it in the Sun Network, any of the channel in the Sun Network, right? So can I modify the ads based on who is watching it? Can I do that on a TV? No, because TV is not able to collect the information of the person who's watching it. So this is how the ads work like in the conventional marketing. Let's say you're a business, you partner with any third party. So in this case, in our example, this is Sun Network. Okay, any channel in the Sun Network. So you basically pay that network, and based on the TRP rating or whatever, and then you pay them. They show the ad to the user. Next, what happens? Next, what happens? You don't know what happens. User watched an ad, that's it. If he liked it, he will buy. So have you ever imagined you looked at a TV ad and bought some product? It could be very less. And most of the times, a lot of brands, if you see, there are two types of ads. One is they sell a particular product. Let's say they are selling a shampoo and they are giving 30% off on that bottle. That is direct selling. They're giving you an offer and asking you to buy this. Few of the ads won't sell anything. They don't talk about their products. These are very less, but few of the ads won't sell. They just want their brand to be alive. That's it. Look at few brands. Have you ever experienced this? I may not be able to give you some examples, but have you ever observed something? The brand was very old. You thought that that is not even existing currently, but all of a sudden you see the ad of that brand out of nowhere, right? So it is just something nostalgic. You feel nostalgic. So it happened long ago, but you are still seeing it, and you feel that the brand is still alive. And there are a lot of brands like this which were there in the market even before from 1947, even from before independence. There are few brands like that. Few brands are gone, few are still surviving in the market. So the kinds of ads that you see are either sell something directly, and more importantly, branding. So now what is branding? Sell something, you very well know. What is branding? Have you ever observed, or you go to a shop, there are two ways you buy products, right? It is about our psychology. You just go there and ask, give me any shampoo. Right? That is one way of asking it. And in India, people are very much used to say like, give me Clinic Plus. Just Clinic Plus, that's it. You don't even mention shampoo. That is branding. That is the brand value. Right? So instead of mentioning what type of product you want, you just ask them the brand name. Give me this. Because you are very much connected to it. You used it before and you are connected to it, and you know that it is existing in the market. It is still existing. Will you go and ask for a brand which is not even existing, which got eventually disappeared from the last you guys remember this Maha chocolate, that small chocolate which is 50 pice? It's not even existing now. Maha Lacto or something, right? You remember the old one? When we were kids, we used to buy that. It's not even existing. You don't even see that ad. So that is called branding. And to keep your brand alive, you need to run ads again. You need to run ads. For that, even to buy this, you need to run ads. But the problem here is with this particular model, the problem here is you don't get to know what happened after this. Once you've shown the ad to the user, you don't know what happened. But what if you know what happened after this? Whether he bought or not, whether he liked my ad or not. There the gold is. There the information's magic is. Okay. Now, these are all about conventional marketing techniques. These are conventional. It's not that these are bad. It's not that these are bad. Okay. Even now, few of the brands only rely upon TV shopping, because there is one user base, or there are few users who don't even know what a smartphone is. It still takes time for them to adapt. Though, even if you say that 100% of Indian population is using smartphones, it's not that TV ads will stop, right? TV is also a good engaging medium. Why people watch TV? Just for the entertainment. And what TV does, it engages the audience. That is called engagement. If there is a good movie like Bahubali or 96, I was watching 96, the Tamil version. I loved the movie. I just watched it yesterday. One of my friend told me. So even I like the music of the Tamil movies. So they keep you engaged, and that is what makes money, right? So when you're engaged about something, if you think from a psychology perspective, once you are able to engage someone, right, you can actually sell them anything. Okay, so TV is still engaging people, so it will be this trend will be there for the next few of the decades. So it is not untouchable. So this will exist, but there is something which is here on the other side, which is online. The main difference that you need to identify is when it comes to the online, you can do something here. You can actually do something. And what is that something? So these are called insights. Just get used to this terminology because this is totally new to you. Insights. So what is an insight? That is a question. An insight is a useful piece of information. You may say like you studied a lesson, you listened to a lecture. What are the insights that you're getting currently? There will be few insights. Okay, there is conventional digital marketing and all. You just understand what I'm talking and how I'm talking. So you get insights of whom? Of a user. I'll tell you a good example. Let us say on your Facebook news feed, this is your news feed. Okay, we scroll up, infinite scrolling, right? That keeps us engaged. So few say that it is not good. Few say that uh, it is good because it is helping the technology. But keep all those arguments aside. But as a business, as I told you, you're a business now. You can't say that social media is bad because social media is the one where you make money, or it is going to give you bread and butter. So you need to come to the domain. It is like your what is that movie Aparichitru or something. It is so you need to change your role. Though you say that social media is bad, now you can't. You need to have this bipolar disorder, right? Where you need to get into that other character, the violent character. So that Vikram's movie, Shankar and Vikram. So this news feed is an infinite thing where you see the information of your friends, which is your personal information. But if you take your TV, there is no personal information here. You're not that much connected to it. and also you see ads here. But here it is personal information and ads. You see ads, right, on Facebook, on Instagram, or on your Gmail, anywhere. You see the ads. Compare these two now. Compare these two.
படிச்சுன்னு சொல்லிடு. கொஸ்டின் கேட்பான். சார் 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 டவர் கிடைக்கல சார், கட் பண்ணிட்டு வெளியே வந்துடும், திரும்பி உள்ள போய் கம்னாயிரும்.
Please go on mute. Who's talking? Someone's talking, it seems.
பேர்லாம் கட்டி கட்டி பார்த்துட்டு அவங்களே கம்னாயிருவாங்க. உறக்கவே மாட்டான், வாயே திறக்க மாட்டான்.
Yeah, I think we can mute all of them. Let's see. I think I can't do that as an admin. Yeah, but anyway. So if you see, this is the main difference. Okay. And normally as a humans, you know, you prefer something which is talking about you, which is personalized for you, right? Have you ever observed that? If there is something which talks about you, you get connected to it. Correct? So social media is actually doing it. So it is very much engaging. That is the main tool, and that is the main technique of social media. It is like, have you ever heard of this? Dopamine, oxytocin. These are the chemicals which get produced in your brain whenever. So oxytocin is the chemical which get produced in your brain whenever you know, talk to your girlfriend, or whenever you talk to your parents, whoever is close to you, right? That is a happy hormone that makes you feel connected. And this is the reason why the whole human population is together. Love is cherishing among us. Dopamine is something which you get when you get a prize in your college, when you are appreciated with something. I'm hearing some auto noise. I think someone already started marketing using an auto.
Sarala?
Sir, can we?
Sarala? Yes, yes, I will inform you. Sarala? Sarala? Okay, you can continue, Ravind.
Yes, sir.
Now you can continue.
I think we can forcefully mute them. I think we can go use that option if at all needed. But yeah, no problem. Okay, because I'm not the admin, so else I would have muted them. But yeah, no issues. So dopamine is a chemical which gets produced in your brain in few instances. You know, I'll tell you those. Whenever you're given a gift, whenever you achieve something, whenever you accomplish a goal, right? Whenever you got 100% in your examination, whenever you smoke a cigarette, whenever you have a peg of wine or something, that is when dopamine gets produced. That is when oxytocin gets produced. And you know what? These same chemicals will get produced whenever you're scrolling up. And these are the two reasons, or these are the two chemicals which will make you feel addicted about something. You're addicted to your family. That is keeping you engaging. So sometimes addiction is not bad. You're addicted to your marks. That is making you to learn more. Similarly, these news feeds create addiction, and these are made in such a way that they push personal information of yours to you, right? And there is something called like. If everyone is liking you, oxytocin gets released, and you want it more and more and more and more and more. It won't stop at one cigarette, right? So though it is obviously bad, but you won't stop it at one. So it keeps on going. But as a business, this is bad. I know that this is totally bad. Addictions are bad, but addictions turned into good things, like if the outcomes are good, then it is absolutely fine. Addiction can be a good tool for you. But as a business, a user now, just don't even think about the disadvantages of the social media, but you're a business now. As a business, if these addiction levels are high, then what increases? The data that you collect gets increased on the platforms. If the data is getting increased, you get more insights. Now the question is, what are these insights? There is a big question here. And here, if you take TV, nothing is going to happen. Nothing is going to happen. You can't engage them like social media, like Google search. You can't do that on a TV. To make your TV more and more engaged, you need to have something which is specific to you. But TV is the same. The channel that you are switching is the same for all the million people, some millions and millions of people in Tamil Nadu. It is the same. You can't personalize. There is no chance of doing it. But on social media, you can do that. That is a power. The news feed that you're watching is totally different from the news feed that your friend is watching. Why? It is personalized. That is the power of social media, personalization. These are, you may think that, so these concepts are not related to digital marketing. No one teaches these, whenever you go to a digital marketing course, no one actually talks about it. But this is the base, this is the foundation based on which these companies are actually building algorithms. To increase personalization, what you need to do, you need to implement this personalization technologically. So you need to understand what the user is. For that, you are going to use AI. Which most engaging algorithm you need to write. You also need to have an algorithm, because you can't do that manually. Someone at an operating station can't sit and decide what I need to see in the newsfeed. It can't be done manually. It should be done automatically. For that, you need artificial intelligence. For that, you need blockchain. For that, you need to understand how to write the code, how to write the algorithms, how to design the algorithm. There, the whole technological part comes in. You need intelligent algos. Algos means algorithms. And then you implement them. Then you build something like Facebook. That's how it works. So now the question is, what are the kinds of insights that I would get? So continuing this flow further, if this flow goes, you can analyze whether someone liked or disliked my ad. And this is very important. Whether someone is like, how many people are liking your ad out of 100? How many people are disliking it? How many people are not even reacting to what you posted? From that, what you can understand, the kind of ad that I am running. See, running an ad itself means, making an ad itself will take some time and it will take some money. If you are putting your money in a wrong ad, then you're in a problem. Your money is a waste. So you need to understand initially itself. Let's say I run an ad. If no one is liking it, it's better to stop that ad. Because if they are not liking your ad, they don't like your company or they don't like your product. So that is the power of this. And also you can also get to know how many conversions did you do. What is a conversion? A conversion, I'll tell you a simple example. You are a salesperson who's selling books. Okay, you kept the books bag. You started going to each and every person. You spoke to 10 people. Out of that, 2 people bought. Your conversion rate is 20%. 2 by 10. That's it. That is your conversion rate. 2 by 10 multiplied with 100. So that is the kind of conversions. A conversion is nothing but a successful deal. So you can get to know how many people are actually clicking on my ad. when it comes to the social media or search engines? How many people are clicking on it? How many people are, it is not just about clicking. After clicking, are they buying it? Are they buying it or are they not buying it? So here so this part is even more important, because if they are clicking on it means the ad is good, but what you're selling is bad. Or probably what you're selling is good, but this person is not a right person, because you can get the information of who this person is, who is looking at the ad. If he's a student and if he's not buying it, probably you shouldn't sell it to the students. Probably you need to sell it for the people who are professionals. I'm just giving you an example. That information you can look at. So these are all called, this whole thing is called, the technology behind all this is data analytics. That is where data analytics will help you. And how data analytics is just looking at the information, but what is the extension of data analytics? That is AI. So without AI, digital marketing is nothing. Currently, it is nothing. You can't do anything. All right. Why are you may ask me, sir, why should I go to even AI? What is the need? Because of fastness, speed. Speed is important for every business. You can't do this whole process manually. You can't put 10 people and ask them to work on it. It should happen within milliseconds. For that, what do you need to do? You need to implement technologies which can replace humans with computers. Right? That is where AI comes into picture. And it is how, and this is the way how it is differentiated. You can't even implement this AI on your TV or any of the conventional ads. So this anyway, people know how to do. So we are not going to talk about that. We are going to look at few tools which can make you achieve this whole thing. Okay, just have a look at it. If you have any questions, you can post the questions. I'll open the forum for the doubts. If you have any doubts, you can ask. And we'll continue with the implementation part. I'll show you a few things. If you guys have laptops with you, you just need an internet connection. We are not going to install any software or something that's not needed. We'll go with understanding few tools, right? Yeah. Will digital marketing be automated? Good question. Will digital marketing be automated? If it, so what I would say is, if it is not automated, there is no point of going to digital marketing. Means it should be automated. It's not like it is an extra feature. It's not an add-on feature. It should be automated. Yes, it should be automated. If you are, and yes, there is some manual work involved. Without any manual intervention, you can't do few things. But we'll look at that also, where it should be automated, where it cannot be automated. Let us say, I'll give you an example, okay, where it should be automated and where not. So let us say I want to run an ad. So what is the first thing? I need to design a poster, no? First of all, I need to make a poster. Then I would send it to a social media channel. Then user will see that. This part is automated. This is automatic. But this part is still manual. Because designing and all, you need to do it with a human only can do that. Okay, which color you want to select and all. But in recent times, even there are few tools with which you can intelligently generate posters, intelligently generate videos and all automatically. So there is a lot of demand for those tools. But I would say that so this process is actually time taking. Obviously, this manual intervention is actually time taking. I will also show you few tools in this complete course which can reduce your time and also money. So there are few tools which are addressing two problems here. Okay, one problem is trying to reducing the time taken. That is one. Number two is completely replacing the human. So the first type is already existing. The second type, hopefully they will come soon. Yes, guys. Yeah, you can ask your questions. You can complete if you have any more questions. But good question, Pradeep. That's a good one. And also, you'll get more clarity on why you cannot actually automate few things and a few areas where you can automate. You can choose those as some of your research areas as well. That you can use it that way also. Okay. So, okay, let us jump on to the tools. I'll show you a few tools. You'll first get started with search engine. We'll understand what search engine is, and you guys definitely know what search engine is, and we'll understand few little things which are more relevant for you in case of digital marketing. Okay, so let me open a window. I'll share a different screen. I hope everything is clear for you now. Uh, why exactly we are going with these tools, what is the purpose, and all that. First of all, you need to realize the purpose of doing all this. Only then you can go, right? So, if you just Google, this is a search engine for me. Okay. I think there is some question. Aishwarya, can you unmute yourself and ask your question? I didn't get your question actually. How to work different combination and companies. So, what do you mean? Could you please elaborate the question? If you want to talk, you can talk. Aishwarya Bhupati.
Aishwarya,
Okay, you can type your question, Aishwarya. I'll take it. Just elaborate the question. I didn't get it completely. So just elaborate that. Meanwhile, let us go with this search engine thing. Okay. So whenever you search for, like, let's say I'm searching, it's like headphones and or we use earphones, right? That is the common word in India. Earphones. Earphones under 100 or 500. So once I search that, you got a page. So first of all, we need to understand this page. That is very important. Okay. So in this page, if you see, there are a few sections here, right? So let us understand these sections. Let me take a clip of it. Just a second. So if you take this, there are two parts. One is, there are actually multiple parts. One is this. This is search query. Query means a question. Okay, you're asking the search engine, and then you're seeing something called. If you see this section, can you see this ads? It is represented as an ad. So this is the ad section. Okay, and if you see, there is something called about these many results in 0.45 seconds. These are number of search results. Okay, so this is one part. I'll show you another part. If you see, if you scroll down, this is the top one. This is the first result, isn't it? Which is, this is not an, this is an ad. This whole part is an ad, but here it is not mentioned that this is an ad. The first result is from Amazon.in, earphones under 500. Best earphones under 500 from Flipkart. Next, there are some videos that you're watching, and again Amazon.in, and you're getting Amazon.in but not Amazon.com. Okay, because you're in India, your location is already known to Google based on your IP address or the location information that you share. So Google already understood that you're in India, and probably because of your previous search. After that, there is one website which is indianscience.in, which is giving you one result, and geekman.in. Likewise, you have all the other websites. So what is the difference between this and this? If you look at the difference here, okay, let me take a screen snap of this. Just give me a second. There is a lot of difference between these two. So this is your ad, and this is a actual search result. Actual result. Okay, and there is a name for it. If you are looking at an ad, this is called an inorganic result, and this is called organic result. What is the difference? And why did they even name organic and inorganic? Obviously, we are organisms, we are biomatter, we are humans. We are humans, so they're talking about us. Means real people actually. So this result is based on real people. There is something. What are these real people doing and all? We'll see later. So it is a natural result, and this is an organic result. Inorganic result means it is not natural. You may say search engine itself is artificial. Why are you talking about natural and not natural? So we'll come to that. So in the domain of search engine, which is artificial, there are two things: natural result and which is an artificial result. So in this context, what artificial means is what should be natural. So first of all, define search engine. How should a search engine looks like? It is a collection of various different websites, correct? It is just like an index page. If you have a book with 100 pages, a search engine is an index page which will tell you at what number, at what page number, what content you have. so that you can reduce your time to visit that site or visit that page in your book. So search engine will basically have information of all the website, mostly all the websites. They'll collect all that information and make an index for you. And that process is called indexing. There is a, you must be knowing technically also, there is something called indexing with which you implement the search engine. So by default, a search engine is something, when you search for something, it should show you the results. But Google built a business model. Initially, when Google launched it, it is just a small project like we guys do in our college. It is just a small project. When you type something, it will give the search result. That's it. But you can't make money out of that project. You need to build a business model around it. You need to think of a system where you need to make money out of it. So they figured that, okay, we will run ads. We will run ads on the search engine. So we take money from the businesses. Again, the freemium model that we talked about previously. You give it to the people for free, but you take money from the businesses for showing their ad. Okay. So, but the thing is, why there should be a reason they should mention that it is an ad here. If you see, they mentioned that it is an ad because Google has two requirements. Requirement number one is they should give good experience to the persons who are searching for something. If I'm searching for something, if I'm getting more relevant information, then I will get addicted to it. Again, the dopamine, oxytocin. I'll get addicted to it. I start using continuously because more I use it, more I get habituated to it. Right? That becomes a habit for me. And now we all have that habit. After all these years, we have that habit of just directly going to Google if you have a question. That should be, Google cannot take that risk of, if they always show the ads, then what will happen? Though it is a habit, you feel like, see, habits can be, once you start disliking something, habit can be broken. You can just break that habit completely, right? So that can actually happen. That is the reason for breakup. If you guys know what I'm talking about, one incident is enough to break your relation, right? That happens with you. So that's why I'm taking that example. So they cannot take the risk. Google cannot take the risk of, okay, let's show ads completely, okay, and make money from people. So they need to also make sure that the results that they are showing are relevant to what they are searching for. That is the reason why organic results are kept. And they bifurcated these two things, organic result and inorganic result. So, and also you need to make sure that even this inorganic result is relevant. It is all about relevance here. It should be relevant. And organic result is anyway, it is relevant. More relevance, more addiction, more number of users, more money from the businesses. That is the logic. Right? So Google always works on, guys, this is the basement for SEO and SEM. Okay. So you need to understand this complete business model. You need to come from the very basic. So we understood the human behavior. So this is all coming from the psychology only. So psychology is also one subject that you guys need to focus on if you want to, do digital marketing. And you know what? A lot of psychologists become marketers, big marketer in bigger companies. They study human psychology and they take information from there to develop algorithms, So that is the beauty of science. So you can never neglect sciences. That should go hand in hand with the technology. So science, psychology, business, you need to understand how the business model should work. And then comes the technological implementation. Technology is the last thing that you're going to work on, right? So you shouldn't confine yourself to technology all the time. So now the thing is, okay, how does this make any sense to me? How does this will help you? Organic results and inorganic results. Let us understand that. So inorganic results are artificial, and also Google will make sure that though it is showing inorganic results which you are not searching for, it makes sure that it is relevant. All right. So now let us understand. Now the question is, this is an important question. Now as a business, first we'll solve question by question. Okay. How to run an ad on Google as a business? That is the first question. So I'll show you this tool. We are left with 20 minutes. So we'll look at this tool and we'll be working on this tool. Don't worry. We have ample amount of time. We'll go slow. We'll learn bit by bit. So whatever the theory that I talked till now, you're going to realize each and every point in the hands-on. Okay, that is how it works. So let me share something to you. Who are having laptops, you can do in parallel with me. Whatever the steps that I'm doing, you can do that. Okay. So for this, how to run ads on Google as a business, the process of that is called search engine marketing. Because you're marketing your business there, obviously. SEM, search engine marketing. Now, what is a tool for that is ads.google.com. Go to this site. Or you can directly search this Google Ads. So the first result that I got was, come to this page first. Just Google this. Just Google Ads. That's it. So digital marketing work in different combination in companies. Yeah. Yes, Aishwarya. So in a company, if you take, it works as a combination. So there are various different things like SEM, SEO, SMM, and all. The reason why you need to use that combination is because your users are everywhere. As a business, let's say if I am selling sanitizers, 30% of my customers are on Facebook. 20% of my customers use search engine. Rest all customers watch TV. So my users are everywhere. So as a company, you should be everywhere. So that is how market works, right? So where are your customers? Your marketing network follows. You see this link, ads.google.com. Get more customers with easy online advertising. So this is for the businesses. So go to that link, click on that link, go to that, and you will see this page. So they'll show a small demo for you, like how your ad would look like and all that. Click on sign in. There is an option here. See, sign in. I'm sure you must be having some Google account. Just log in with your Google account. This is my Google account. If you don't have, create one Google account for you. Okay, I logged in. So you may not see this screen. You may not see this screen. Don't worry. You must be seeing some different screen once you sign in, after signing in, right? So don't worry. I'll show you how that screen would look like. I'm logging in with a different account. I'll tell you why you are seeing that screen. The reason why I'm seeing a different screen is because I already used this campaign before. That's why I already used the tool before. So that's why I'm able to see that. If not, you will see something different. Let me check if I can show you that. Can you see this screen? Just respond on chat if at all you are able to see this. I hope most of you guys must be looking at this, right? So whenever you are new to this tool, you will see something like this. Okay. Okay, let everyone come on to this. Let's go a little slow. Few of you may have less low speed of internet. So just sign in and come to the screen. I want everyone to be on the screen. All right. So if you see, the first thing that it will ask you is, what is your goal? So as a business, first of all, so as I told you, you need to consider yourself as a business now. So I hope you guys decided what you want to sell. You can also ping in the chat saying what is a business. You can also give it a name. If you want to give it a name, you can give it a name. And also just describe what you want to sell. Okay. So in my use case, I am going to sell headphones. That is my example. Okay. So I want to get more website sales and signups, or do you want to visit to your physical location? Means I have a coffee shop or something, and I want everyone to get aware of my map location and come. So whatever it is, you can choose the goal. So I'm going to choose get more website sales or signups. Okay, I selected that. Click on next. Okay. So it will ask you what is the business you want to advertise. So you can give your business name. If you don't have a website, give any random website address. Any website address is fine. It will accept. Okay, do this step. Give a business name. Give a name to it. Say I'm giving headphones 111. And I'm giving some random website. Okay. Give any website, it will work. What if we want to have website visits online as well as physical location? You can choose both. You can choose both. I will show you where exactly we can do that. So this is a basic campaign. That's why you're not getting that dual option. So this is a basic level campaigning tool. There is one expert level also. There we will see website visits and also map locations. So next step, once you give these addresses, it will show you something. So how to target? Dr. Shashireka is asking something. How to target the right audience for my products? Yeah, that is what we are going to see now. So for your products, you need to find right audience. So where are your audience? Let's say your audience are in Chennai. You can choose a location here. Where are your customers? They are in Chennai. You will see the location here. Increase the, because your city is very large, so you can increase the radius of it to what radius you want to target. And here you will see something called potential audience size. This is what I'm talking about, knowing about your users. That is important. Okay. So I want to target Chennai only. Even if you want to add more number of locations, you can also do that. I'll show you. So currently it is just Chennai. Click on next. Here, see, there is something which is strange. Okay, once you come, select your location and come to this page. So, if you observe something, how search engine works, how search engine will get to know your Google search engine that a user wants to learn about something or buy something based on the keywords that they type, right? Obviously, based on the keywords that people are typing. Let us say I am searching for headphones. Whenever I write this, Google will understand what I am typing. So this is called a keyword. Okay. And Amazon need to select. See, if you are looking at this on the right side, these are all various headphones from various different companies. And these are all ads. They also mentioned that these are all ads. There is one from the Audio Store. There is one from JBL India. There's one from Amazon.in. Likewise, you have many. Correct? So, as a business, you need to tell Google that, okay, Google, listen, whoever is searching for headphones, I want them to see my ad. Let's say I'm JBL India. I'll tell Google. And that is how you select the target audience. So my target, this is how I define my target audience. My target audience are the people who search for headphones in Chennai. That is how you segregate your audience. Okay. So based on the keywords you need to identify. So it will by default, see, I already selected headphones. So by default, it is giving me some keyword themes. Google will suggest you, or if you want to add more, because the reason is everyone is not going to use the word headphones only. It depends, right? Someone may search with earphones. Someone may give some space between ear and phones. Someone may give a space between headphones, or they may say like best headphones, or that is what we normally search, right? So you need to target those people who search with various different types whenever they try to, buy these headphones. Okay. So I add earphones, earbuds, all these. These are all the keywords. Okay. And if you see on the right side, you can see the potential audience size. So it is about 1,89,948. So these many are the people or the potential audience with these keywords and that location. It will give you an estimate. Next. Okay, just choose your keywords. Choose your own business keywords. Okay. I told you that you need to have your own business now. So choose your own keywords. And if you click on next, here you need to make your ad. Okay. So this is where you're going to make the ad. So come to this page. We'll discuss this. Okay. So here you need to design your ad, and you need to take care of few things. There are few tips and tricks here that you need to follow whenever you're writing the whenever you're writing this ad. That we will discuss during the SEO. And also there is one tool that you can use with which you can actually design how you need to write things. So I'll show you that, don't worry. So here you can write, you can design your complete ad. You can do that here. And also there is a, so here there will give you a link. It will just ask you to put a link. You can actually put any kind of link here. Okay. So these are two links that I'm using. You can also give a sub page in the link, not only just the main page. So whatever the URL is here, whenever a person clicks on this ad, it will go to that URL. Okay. And I already filled some information. This is some pre-filled information that I have. So that is one. Okay, once this is done, you can go to next. This is here you need to design your ad and all. And then this is the important part. Guys, this is not that simple. The flow that you are currently seeing is the basic flow. This is the first time you are using, right? So Google will understand that, okay, this guy is the very new person to the group. So they will give you very simple way of publishing an ad. So we will look at expert level also. There is expert mode also. So you can actually set your budget here, how much money you want to spend. And one more important thing here, there is something called. So now the big question is, as a business, how much money should I pay Google? On what basis do I need to pay Google if they are running my ad? And there is some concept called PPC. PPC means pay per click. So once you run the ad, you don't know, right, where the ad is going, because you can't use everyone's phone and check whether your ad is coming or not. If it is a banner ad, let's say, if you keep it on road, you can see, okay, my ad is here on the main road. A lot of people are looking at it. But on digital platforms, how do you get to know? You don't know, right? So then Google needs to come up with an idea where it should be transparent. They should give a transparent way of letting people know or businesses know that their ads are running, and also their revenue should come from on a very strong basis, right? And that is nothing but pay per click. So what Google says is, okay, if you're a business and if you're running an ad, okay, then pay me only based on number of clicks that people are clicking on your ad. If there are 10 clicks, I'll show to 100 people. Okay. If there are 10 clicks, pay only for those 10 clicks. That's fine. That is good for you. That is a good deal with you and Google. So you can choose your budget, and Google will actually show you an estimated clicks that you can get. This is just an estimation, because Google don't even know how many people will basically click on the ad, isn't it? Google can't even say that, right? So they can just give you an estimate on how many can click. Based on, you can take a decision on which package you need to go. If you go to next, you do the payment, and they will show you the summary of the complete ad, how your ad will look like, where it is getting targeted, and all that. And then once you are done with it, you pay the money, and then you give the card details. They will deduct the money, and they will charge you based on how many clicks are made. And this is a very basic, and your ad will run. You will get a report. So in the next class, in the second half, we will see what that report is, how that report looks like, how can I, let's say I want to reduce my target audience to only youth, people below 20. How can I choose that, and all that? All those things we will be doing at an expert level. So that will be discussed in the next half. All right. So we'll join back at 2 o'clock and continue with using the tool to understand and also implement ads at a higher level. Okay. So yeah, we can close this morning session, and I will meet you guys at 2 o'clock again. Hope you guys learned something new today, or in this last 1 hour or 1.5 hour. So yeah, looking forward to it. Sir, hand over to you. You guys can take it forward.
Thank you, Revan.
Thank you, sir.
It's a really wonderful session. I think the students are getting more information regarding and the digital marketing.
Yes, sir.
It is very new to us.
Yes,
so we know the advertisement in a different websites, but how we can create it like that.
Yes,
it's very useful. I think all the students get benefited more.
Sure,
and
sure.
Information to the students. The students are requested to join at sharply at 2 o'clock. So we will start at 2 o'clock and end it with 4 o'clock. So concentrate on the presentations. You take some notes and other things, and try to work on the practicals. Suppose if you feel to create some ad or something like that, you can create like that. Okay. So thank you, Revan, and thank you, students. We will meet at 2.
Sure, sir. Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you. சூப்பரா இருந்தல பிரபு இது பசங்களுக்கு கொஞ்சம் பிசினஸ் பண்றவங்களுக்கெல்லாம் கொஞ்சம் யூஸ் ஆகும். The students are requested to leave the meeting. You will join at 2 o'clock. Sharply, you will join at 2 o'clock. All are requested to leave the meeting So join at 2 o'clock for an afternoon session. Dear students and other faculty members, you can leave now from the meeting. We will join at 2 o'clock. Yuvraj? Yuvraj, Kohila? The students are requested to leave the meeting right now and we will join at 2 o'clock.